All right, there is a video on already how to mix the Blue Moose. I'm not gonna sit here and talk about how you have to mix it till it's homogeneous. You do need to be quick. It's only about 30 seconds. Once all the colors incorporated, you are ready to go. The way you do this in the patient's mouth is you get it in a somewhat, I guess I would call it a row of material, okay? You got your 2x2 so that you're ready to go into the patient's mouth. You're going to scoop up in that row as much of your Blue Moose material as you can, okay? I'm going to come over here and have my patient open. I'm going to dry off the occlusal surfaces. I'm going to stay in their mouth. I'm going to take that bead of material, push it down on the occlusal as I'm swiping forward to make sure that my canine is covered. I then instruct my patient to close, and then I hold into place. If you want, you can have them have their heads go forward. I'm going to keep it in place. I'm going to put a little bit of the Blue Moose material on my wrist to just know when the material fully sets up. This material's working and total setting time is 2 minutes. So we're going to be sitting here in silence for about 2 minutes. Blue Moose material is a pretty easy type of vinyl polysiloxane material that you can use. There is an office in Albany that uses this material. It's really accurate when you get it done properly. The one thing is because to use this material, you once again need to make sure you dry the occlusal surfaces off to make sure there's no saliva present. Also with this material, if there's saliva present, you can end up with little saliva bubbles that can impact the actual true bite registration that you take. Once again, bite registrations can be used before crowns, bridges, articulating your models together, a variety of different reasons. This is just another way of taking bite registration. As always, you would be able to talk to the patient, let them know you got 30 seconds, you got 20 seconds. When you guys do this on each other, which we're hoping that you get to do this, if not, we do it on our typodonts, no sweat. I'm gonna check the corners. It seems to be set up, but the luck that we're having lately, we're gonna wait a little bit longer. Maybe give it about 10 more seconds. So I let the patient know about 5 more seconds. If they're super antsy, it does not hurt you to count with them. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open, help them open by lowering the lower jaw. It usually will have a very quick snap like that. I know you can't see it right now because of my fingers being in the way. You would grab both sides and pull the bite registration out. You would remove any of the debris from the patient's mouth. You don't need to be particularly careful about that, but any loose pieces, they can then close down on a 2x2. Then you need to inspect your bite just as you would with all bite registrations. Look on the top, look on the bottom, making sure that you have all the way up to the canine like you're supposed to. You would rinse this off and then refit it into your typodont's mouth. Once you've refitted into place, you would have them close down again to make sure that the bite, that's funny. I'm gonna pull that out and we're gonna keep that video because that was absolutely hilarious. You would rehab them close down to make sure that their bite is in centric relation. We see that we have that, patient opens, we pull it out, we would bag it, lab slip it, just like you have been taught this whole time. Now I have toothless Timmy here. And that is your Blue Moose bite registration.